Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday. So I don't want to mess up the day, you know that. Moron. Oh yeah, Friday, June 23rd. I knew that already, but I don't want to mess it up because I've done that before in these last videos. So anyway, I just wanted to, first of all, shout out to the boys in brown, and good luck against the big brown corporate machine this summer. I support you all. And good, my boys in the Marine Corps, Semper Fi, to all of you. And my Dr. Greer people, and anyone else, welcome. I appreciate you guys checking me out. I guess I'm supposed to say like and subscribe, whatever. Don't care, it's not about the money to me. If it makes money, great. If it doesn't, wonderful. I don't care. I just feel compelled to help. I've always been a leader in my opinion, and I've always been a free thinker, well, an abstract thinker for sure. My friends growing up would probably say I was a little crazy. But they also used to say I was always a good time, fun, Bello. They used to call my theories Belloisms. But anyway, I digress. So, what I've been thinking about is the last 2 days, well, since I started doing my, the personal self-transformation and changing your perspective and looking within. Really, the first thing I did, honestly, is once I got Gaia, I watched Open Minds with Regina Meredith, and some of the first few seasons, there's some really compelling information from channelers and things like that about media manipulation, mind manipulation, about how we're being brainwashed from our own media-controlled government, which it is. Obviously, it's all media-controlled. And so you almost got to be aware of what's going on in your mind. So, like, for instance, if you're listening to, like the other day I was listening to DMX, the first DMX album when I was a kid. I used to love it. It makes me crazy. And then I come home and I have a little extra angst or a little anger, and I'm not, or whatever it is. It's just something that gets me pumped up, and I get a little snippy with my family for a little bit till I realize it. And I'm like, oh, that was from DMX. So what I'm saying is everything we listen to, everything we watch on TV, all the radio stations, all the media or news. I walked into the gym yesterday with my daughter, and I looked at all the TVs on, every different news channel, and it's all BS. It's all fake fear mongering, all just trying to make us afraid. Because afraid people look to their government officials, look to their authority figures for guidance, and they don't question the government. Look what happened with 9/11, the Liberty Act. Now they can just spy on us freely without even anything. So. That's what happens when we're afraid. We just give away our freedoms. So the point is, we don't want to be afraid, right? There's no need to be afraid of anything. The beauty of the world now is that you can pick your own truths. You can follow whoever you want on YouTube, which is why I'm doing this. You can follow, I know I choose my own people. You can follow your own Facebook groups, your TikTok. I'm not there yet with TikTok. I'm still too old. I haven't gotten there. I'm going to get there. I promise. Eventually I'm going to get there. But, So you got to be aware of what's going in your brain. You got to be like who you're hanging out with. Some negative influences. People just constantly giving you like those, like negative. The government. That's probably something going on, and it feeds you. If anything negative, eats you from the inside, right? And even though, you may think it's harmless, it does. It's not harmless. Everything that goes in your brain sits there and then comes out later on in your subconscious, whether you know it or not. And that's what I'm talking about when your thoughts, when you're trying to quiet your mind. And you're sitting on the side of a road, and those random thoughts are going through your head, like, I gotta pay my bills, my car needs an oil change, I gotta call my brother, I have my son's birthday in a couple weeks, all these different things that go through your brain and torture ourselves, right? You just have to sit there and not let them affect you, because really they're in the past anyway, and they're just ifs, maybes, what ifs. You can still go do all those things when it's time without having to worry about them ahead of time. You know what I mean? Worry ahead is pointless, right? So, one thing I stopped doing is I stopped watching the news about a year ago. There's no news in my house. We watch no live TV here. And my wife does have Peacock. She loves the Today Show. But even the Today Show is starting to come around with some meditation and some wellness stuff. So, the world's changing right in front of our eyes, everyone. The other thing is, the first thing, stop being nicer to each other. Stop holding each other to such high, making everybody feel guilty about everything. You're not perfect. I know you're not, because if you are, then you're in denial. So, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. People that know me know I'm not perfect. I never claim to be perfect. But I will be a person that will own up to their mistakes and tell you and apologize for something I've done to you. And I will not judge people, and I'm not going to point fingers at people. People who point fingers are when this old saying, when you point fingers, you have three pointing back at yourself. It's true, right? So it's really about you. Any negative feelings you have, guilt, worry, fear, it's really just something within you that's you need to discover and look within, right? So what do I mean by mind manipulation? So stop watching the news, okay? Just blindly watching the news. Pick news. There are some news channels on the internet that actually give you truth. I have an idea for an app that could change all the news on your phone from a positive point of view using AI. I think one day on BelloHeart. The BelloHeart app will have that on there. And maybe one day, who knows, right? The other thing I started doing is looking up on YouTube sound therapy, stuff like the Meditative Mind has a 30-day nada, they call it, 30-day nada healing. It's an hour long, all the different frequencies that are very relaxing, and they're supposed to deprogram your mind. The Triad Wave is on YouTube. If you look up the Triad Wave, it's a free sound wave that's actually supposed to be deprogram your brain from all the nonsense that's going on. Believe it or not, it's up to you. But anyway, it's soothing. That's all that matters, right? It's soothing, it's relaxing. It will help you stop, if you stop watching the news, the fear-mongering news that they're trying to just make you afraid of everything. Politics is such BS. So it's not about, politics has no truth in it at all. So that's what I mean by stop feeling guilty. The government, the people the laws that we're following, they're all corrupt. It's all BS. So they don't feel guilty about their corruption, so why should you? I'm not saying be corrupt, but I'm saying just don't walk around feeling guilty about stuff. You give yourself a break. You're a person. We all make mistakes. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. And that's where I'll end today. Till tomorrow, BelloHeart. Subscribe and like, guys. Thanks. Have a great day.